Samsung, proud sponsor of TechBusters.
There's a Cape Town-based tech startup that aims to solve South Africa's package delivery shortfalls more simply and speedily than ever before. OneDrop is an on-demand courier service that allows customers to send packages over short distances via a mobile app, website or e-commerce checkout.
My business partner and I decided to start a company for nappy subscriptions called OneWum, and we realized that delivery kind of sucked. So we decided to do delivery ourselves, realizing that we didn't have a doctorate in logistics or money to buy vehicles. We tried to figure out a way to execute that. So we figured that both Butler's Pizza and Uber outsource their drivers. We figured that once we have an outsourced driver delivery system, we don't only have to service onewum.com, we could service a whole bunch of people. So that was the industry that we decided to attack, and OneWum became OneDrop.
After registering, a customer logs an intra-city delivery request and a pickup and drop-off location gets sent to the OneDrop drivers. They then head to the pickup point to fulfill that request. Although the company doesn't own any vehicles, their fleet ranges from on-foot deliveries to bikes, tuk-tuks, cars and more.
Currently right now you can transport anything that can fit into an A0 bag, which doesn't weigh more than 15 kilograms. We do make special concessions for customers who would like to transport something larger, in which case they have to make direct contact with us and they can't just use the application or the website.
OneDrop charges R7 per kilometre with a minimum of R35 per delivery. So if the distance between a pickup and drop-off point is 5 kilometers or below, you'll get charged R35. If it's above 5 kilometers, customers will be charged the distance multiplied by R7. OneDrop takes 30% of that final fare, with the driver taking the other 70% of revenue.
We make communication as open as possible between the sender, receiver and the drivers so that they can always be in contact with one another unless anything changes. That's really important because it also helps a consumer plan or a client plan their day accordingly, because if I know my hero is going to be here within the next 15 minutes, I'm not going to pop out and go to the doctor, for instance. So that communication's been pretty challenging. Outside of that, we're very strict with our drivers. So we do give a very large proportion of the fare to the driver. In regards for that, we expect a certain level of performance, which is very high. Some people struggle to, cope with that, in which case we ask them to, seek work elsewhere.
While only in Cape Town right now, by the end of the year, the team hope to launch an office in Johannesburg, followed by plans to open in Pretoria and Durban. But they're not going to keep it local. They currently have their sights set on the broader African continent.
I'd go so far as to say that our main expansion plan for long-term play is definitely East Africa and the Middle East. There's a massive untapped market there. We find particularly that there's a challenge in Africa with e-commerce, and Africa's poised for growth. That's the buzz phrase. It's not new information, but there is real opportunity to solve a problem here around last mile logistics in South Africa and Africa. And we need to grow as quickly as possible in South Africa to give ourselves the opportunity to expand into African markets, perhaps next year, perhaps thereafter.